And we, too, are celebrating International Artist Day right here on the stream on CBS News Chicago.
Yeah, and this morning we wanted to bring in an artist and highlight one of our neighborhoods making a positive impact every day. So joining us now is artist, teacher, creator based in Pilsen, Pablo Serrano. Thank you for being with us this morning. We appreciate you being here. And you've painted murals all over the state over the past 2 decades.
Yeah, I've been blessed to be pretty active and definitely contribute to the cultural fabric of the city.
Yeah, no question. You've woven much into that tapestry. Thank you so much for being here. So maybe folks who have seen maybe some of your incredible work, but this is the first time they're meeting you, community is intrinsically woven into your art and is very important to you. How has Pilsen shaped your work?
Ooh. Pilsen is home base. I've been living here for 40 years. This is where I went to school. This is where I met a lot of friends in the parks. This is where I'm raising my family, and this is where I'm doing my cultural work. And Pilsen is very unique, right? Because it's one of the oldest Mexican communities here in Chicago. And as a traditional port of entry, the community has undergone some monumental changes, right, that reflect the city. So a lot of that journey, the relationship, right, that our communities have with the larger project of Chicago itself are explored through the public art that I do, right? Like what is the glue that connects us? What are some of the challenges that we're dealing with, right, in order to achieve our absolute best selves as a city, right? There are a lot of questions, a lot of issues, right, that we've been historically dealing with. So whenever you're doing public art, it's an opportunity, right, to posit a lot of these issues, not just to you or the people that you care about, but strangers, right, that might be exploring some of those similar questions, not just in the present, but over 10, 15 years, which is the average lifespan of a mural.
Yeah, and this really ties into what International Artist Day highlights. It's art bringing people together. And you talked about that passion starting in Pilsen, but what are some of the images and some of the storylines that you tell through your art that really help with that idea of bringing people together?
Yeah, so I'm a firm believer, right, in this democratic project that we're all connected to. And because of that belief, right, there's a sincere belief, right, in everyone's individuality, right, acknowledging the rich variety of experiences that we have with the people that we're sharing this community with. So a lot of the murals feature different individuals coming together, right, and celebrating the individual journeys, right, that lead to the creation of community. And that's the other thing, right? It's celebrating the individual while also celebrating the connections that are possible, right, when people come together to either give back, to just connect, right, and come together and help move the community and the city forward. So I think art in a city that, you know, has the challenges that we face here in Chicago should connect what feels disconnected, right? And public art, if that can challenge our perception of that, right? If we're segregated, right, and everyone, our schools and a lot of our communities are predominantly dominated by one demographic group, our public art can and should bring and be bridges, right, to model a Chicago, right, that I think everyone is hoping for, right? So I think just simple, basic things like that can be powerful points of departure to get into the more heavy duty stuff, right? Like what our educational institutions are for, celebrating the rich community work, right, by the different community organizations that I've been blessed to work with over the years, to just like random questions, right, about exploring cultural chemistry, right, across the rich variety of our beautiful city. So there is so much to talk about And I've been blessed to be able to explore those themes through the different murals that I've done.
Well, they are beautiful. I know you don't need that affirmation, but seeing them as you were talking was just amazing. Pablo Serrano, teacher, creator based in Pilsen, and from there, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. We appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Take care.